Number 11 is saying which of the following is false. One says iron 3 sulfide has 3 Fe atoms. Okay. So if you remember number 9 that we did, it was kind of similar. We did iron 3 oxide. Now we're doing iron 3 sulfide. So iron 3 sulfide, remember this 3 doesn't mean 3 irons. It means it's an iron 3 plus. So we're talking about Fe3 plus. Well, if we look at our periodic table, we see S is in the same row as oxygen, so we're talking about S2 minus. So when we drop our charges, we see it's Fe2S3, not Fe3S2. So we have 2 iron atoms. So that's technically already the correct answer, which is the one that's false, but we're going to go ahead and look at the other ones. Number 2 is saying HCl is a strong acid. Well, if we know our strong acids, we know that HCl is a strong acid. It's a very strong acid, right? Number 3 is saying Z is the atomic number symbol, right? Yep, that's correct. Z is the atomic number symbol. It means the number of protons, which is what makes an element, right? 4 is saying N2O3 is dinitrogen trioxide. Yep, so we have 2 nitrogens, dinitrogen. We have 3 oxygens, trioxide, and we're ending in IDE. That looks good. And number 5 is saying H2. So this was number 1. Number 5 is saying H2 gas plus F2 gas yielding 2HF gas is a redox reaction. Okay, so what's a redox reaction? A redox reaction is if I ever change any of the elements' oxidation states in this reaction. So I started off with H2. What would be the oxidation state of H2? Well, I know that H2 is by itself. This is how I would find H2 in nature. So the oxidation state here is 0. Just like fluorine, right? They're both diatomic gases. So I'm going to find that the oxidation states in this, by themselves, they're 0. But when I put them in a compound, now I'm going to see that F's oxidation state is -1, right? Because remember, F is always -1. And then if we want this whole thing to add up to 0, remember, we don't care about this coefficient. We would have to see that H is +1. So my H went from 0 to +1, and my fluorine went from 0 to -1. It gained an electron. My hydrogen lost an electron, became more positive. So one of them lost, one of them gained. That's the definition of a redox reaction, right? So 5 is correct, and that's why number 11, the answer choice is 1.
The Teaching Center, UF's Learning Resource Center.